94.7 Asempa FM so ne Ekosiisen dwumedi no aso so a wotie no meni dio sai bonsu me kase ade a lawyer ya obo abian samoa e wa ha former MP Adenta Director Communications NPP Sanso and Theophilus Tetechai Honorable Theophilus Tetechai former MP Ablekuma Central and the Regional Secretary ma NDC ewo Greater Accra region. In Timpany me ni anyone ADM Como. As we prepare to wrap up, ni any other business na yako. Yao inti and the issues go up no so no the opposite would home common afi. Yen sorry me pacho.
My main ka galamse ni kakra.
Okay.
Obi. My mama paso. Sa dialogue na mokoye. Ni nipa na mo frɛ mo ni fantastic.
That's it.
Have you said? Moya na moye public service broadcast. So money. If the president, a few way, not some would di kai. Abaya no say. I see disani man hon komo. It's only we ya chidi. Na ye ni hon komo ni ja ebo. Mpanyimfo no nko anso a ebe say na mo na YouTube no. Etosi. Nti wo see di nkomo. Na nkomo na mkodi no. So nipa niema me fa no mu ni se yenya itu se de otie nkrofo a wo mo adwuma no kro bi wo ho anye galamse no tu na mu adwuma a wo ye no ejina galamse ni so nkrofo asisi adan a wo de han ya nipa ntim sesei nkrofo ye twoba agu nkrofo ton petro ye nto no ni ade nti the indirect economy no a bata galamse no eso and unti ni nyina atwa se yebeye ni yie na mamemmo new minister na baso the energy the drive my youth the cha kwa zo nye youth bi mo my youth energy bi abade no mu a mi gidi se be ye ni kanti akase ni kai se mo ye no obi di message bi bai se yem pejam na yenye regulations ni ye regulations no maybe o ha o ye mra no a na ekoye se enforcement in kwa no so emwa you must have incentives enforcement incentives nti the cost of doing the business na nkasa no it michire se business be yakono ananya yakono a say ne da honum na otimi bowura bush anajo na akoye de open odwane dia it's always difficult nti balancing force enforcement police ni soldier vanguard ni ade and regulation enforcement eno na abeye issues say regulation enforcement ni bi ni say insuo so see it mi kase mentu ade no ewo insuo you protected so obetu a to anwea no na so akoba bia obetimi a chese insuo a mede ho no enie. And if you can demonstrate or now you cannot demonstrate a source of water to do the washing, be a mal license. So what you say? To be bano obechiwa. Oba ya obe say you know oh yes you know who adwuma yi ana saying e na wo ye no. So ho na me chem. Taxes. Any the way it is sold. And run it through make us say o see this ankom na kwa ko dura Japan nyina. You too good to say if you PTP ni you will PMMC and so be too gold the free at the aqua and refine it. How do we know how much gold we are taking out? You don't even know. And value chain has to be improved all along the line so that we realize the real value. Somebody being scar, everything be invested preserving water and the environment. So the bottom line is that I didn't the too. And for nyina agitum see nya etu nemom no how do you balance the incentives so between basabasa and so between yie na wo mom kohwe so between yie no mo so nko na mo form ho nko forim mo form ho nko jim every say and so be by pa say wo mo a wo mo ya show na ye bio mo ya show boza no wo mo so akoye di say de mo money bi na abeto mo lie obuhia ya no mani so biri wo mo so nti ya ade bia a wo se to ankomo no so na ye boa asoye no honorable abuginapo na pam for EPA kukufu meeting nka se na ho so e kwan e be fa so a Minerals Commission se ntwigo siako Minerals Commission kwan be fa so a e be boa wo mu a wo nyina ande o madwene e be kofa ko no matimi aye nhihye ya udi so a enhye da nya de mro so na nso so e betimi ahye wo so ma wo ya de pa. We need regulation that makes local level mining work. Now, what can for the can be? Say responsible as against irresponsible mining. If you say you can legal and illegal, obi o illegal, akwaje license. And so kwan your faso, the license the year adwuma no. Time kura chain will be only license.
Of course.
Into where they say legal and illegal, somebody may be legal and misbehaving.
Yeah.
And
the responsible and irresponsible.
I love their definition.
That's
responsible solid. Mining as against irresponsible mining. All in all, no, in common, but ye dino abujuomu, ye dino akumapem, ye dini say nye pesemin kuminya, na your mine, and she say any na, any that's what, a young como bequee. If you say, he has you 2 yache, about saying and then you who say, enkoyie efi se edufru pebi eni basabasa yobi abem ekwan ye fa so tu no ebuo afri mu ye mbu mfofo ano ne nsuo no biem enso biribi atwam no ye tu ani ebu saa ne ma no na ye tena ho ye hwe ha na saa ne ma no nyina saa wi a ebeduru ba bi na afei ye kotema akotua duty akoyi nsuo abeton e Ghana who be importing water to drink. And the Nisi drew off. It was yin at the array near Kuma, a shim, at the Thai ministry, at the Thai president. Where the Nisa MPP and DC. A major MPP Abaya be NDC Abaya be. It is still an outstanding conversation. And to be a drone, Abaya national security. Your national security. It's not make national security and your mom boy home by the whole notion of national security. A large, a near man. A more managing. It's a food security, it's a human security. Meaning, shame, your friend, national security. To win a bear national security matter. I ain't no see the Agni Koso. Now yet me yena a boy. Yeni ya, Skaumpa. Yeni ya, Sikaumpa.
More Cassio Mobusa Obi. Ye was a cow, that a Juma yet into your buying ya some fast. A true was a triano. Intimintia because we are almost doing this. The beer na yeni enanam yechi any other, and that's where
they'll
do it.
Aye, that's why he need to meet original cassette. Me hold the galamsey ni hone any ya. What you say? Or nobody could say any ya. Send the one day bin mahona assassinate daho. So, and not the other, then so says it's in ye be other areas. Iron or bauxite and all that. It's also to some extent about employment. So the more opportunities are a bit be in other areas, so the more likely say pressure no or galamsey. So
a bit to me I conform.
A young coma any CJD.
Who can see on seminar statement about spillage beer a bekoso. I think I would have to put it out. Wager dam spillage.
Wow.
Or say, management of Ghana Water Company Limited wishes to inform the general public that it will begin spillage of excess water from the Wager Dam at 6 a.m. on Tuesday, that's tomorrow, 30th March 2021, in the Ochena Nunsia Anopa Nunsia Pepepe. Na spillage, na shot. Or say, this has become necessary because of the sudden rise of the level of the dam from 46.2 feet to 48.1 feet within a 24-hour period. The safe operating level of the Wager Dam is 47 feet. However, the level has risen to 48.1 within a day, thereby prompting the spillage exercise to prevent a possible collapse of the dam. Management has informed NADMO, the National Security, BNI, chiefs, district assembly, opinion leaders, and all stakeholders downstream the dam to be in readiness or evacuate the area to avoid any eventuality. By this release, management of GWCL is also informing the general public as well as institutions and organizations who have properties downstream of the imminent danger and therefore must take the necessary precautionary measures. Affected communities include Tetegu, Oblogo, Pambros Salt, Lower McCarthy Hill, Lower Wager, Bojo Beach, Adakope, and surrounding communities. Wow. Now, Omwe was taking precautionary measures no within a day because Ochana na spillage, Ochana no pa 6 a.m. na spillage in Ekoso. In the numerator was also on Yoma. But that's
Obi.
Yes.
Omei you can't development. There is something fundamentally wrong in terms of your planners, especially your district assemblies. Obi, unim say, wager normally almost spilling in what areas are efa. I believe you've been using that road a lot. Ube who say at the banks of the river, no, people are filling the place. So me say obi insona no eye valley no or see concrete pillars. Or see concrete pillars ni wie no. And odi ayi afili. Obi sa won say enti they don't see what is happening. Insona no nyina is now being encroached. Yes, see that. And all what they are doing is they are feeling. Almost see that, almost feel it. And it's also a volume. The wider the stream, you know, the more containing is you. It's once banks, you know, more encroaching banks, you know, then you are creating an opportunity for damage. I think you know at the force and the baby. Into anything along its way, you know. There will be distraction. But ube bisa say, your law enforcement for no omuohe, district assemblies no more. Ube komwa omo permit to do that just before the bridge. Your friend say, Ufri Maka Wager. Just before the bridge, you know.
Toll bridge now.
Okay. Toll bridge, you know. First one, okay. After Tetegu Junction, you know. Now share the banks of the river. Nina is being encroached. And Ubisa say, what is happening? Oh no, straight away. Straight away. Me see, banks one kasa. Almost yadena ko river ni mu kasa. Nipa ne sisi pillars. And a pillars, you know, we feel it. Just I say protect property now, but you are not thinking about when there is heavy flow, the damager is your cost because you are reducing the volume of the stream. So ensure what's a capacity, what's a to me take, you know, would the artificial means and coaches are there. No,
I was in Sunia baby for Frofa
at the force,
Beba.
Now, or more, Sebi, maybe. Some years ago, they were not experiencing floods. It's going to affect them because water finds its.
Yeah.
Oh, it is in a way, see by announcement.
It's not a power. It's not a 6 a.m. In the numerator was all sound near my journey. One sound near my now down there. Wallow,
but Obi, there's another problem. Electricity.
Yeah.
Mufra napo. Na mumbisa no. Omon kanchere Ghana for what is happening. Our electricity is not stable. I don't know whether your area you are not experiencing it, but me honeymoon say. In fact, the whole of Sa Enclave, no, is it the western side of Accra, up to the light is not stable at all.
Idumche, and I say,
you dumche there, no.
Okay.
ana yewo ni aye prepare na ko enu po de anya and like they've come out to say say it is not about a challenge capacity. No. So what is the problem? Because at the end Accra Hanumupe, it's happening in the central region, in the Ashanti region, in the eastern region. It still persists. Because Greek Kofor Kanchire said they had a problem, I think, on the Western line or so. And they have resolved that thing. But I don't know whether you have the same problem.
Distribution issues here high. See, I think one of the major investments.
You need to call the minister and
is Gridco
transmission lines.
Yeah. I'm saying
it's obsolete.
They need to revamp the entire transmission.
But it's capital intensive.
Obi, ejuma wo ye ejuma. Eshisha wo ejuma no. Aban wo na said there was a company no so e wo na said there. You don't have to wait for your machines or your equipment to be obsolete.
No, on maintenance schedule there. It is the power sector here. One of the sectors are on maintenance schedule. That I can confirm. But I won't say you can maintain equipment, for some time.
The point where you have
a do point here you cannot maintain. You have to change it.
Exactly.
And I think that's the point we've got into.
Anna, the question is, was there planning? Because me nya ho no majuma. But me say bottle way edi 2 years. I say. So arrangement ben na media to ho no.
And over time no.
By the second year no, me nya resources are me di babe replace.
Yeah.
That is the question. And as the can nyina a mo di maintenance no, awa aban ho. And I just abandon this as scanner and some way to my maintenance.
And I make us a question of maintenance. Maintenance it is done because Ufa ECG, for example, all the primary substations and the bulk supply points, there is a schedule, and the drawer. The light will go off for the maintenance to happen. Because I don't need a planned maintenance, so they can announce.
But
yes,
more than 20 years. Omunya stable light ewo mu area muda.
Gbawe. Gbawe.
Which part?
CP area honum. Oh. They've never had constant supply of electricity.
Say a bar near Duma Nasa Kanye ni Hokra, which is which?
Could be transmitter issues. Transformer.
Exactly. But the question is, for how many years will people living around the enclave continues to suffer that same challenge? From the next 20 minutes another light number. The following day.
Not a call. That area no. Okay, so the closest BSP a Malam there
Yes.
And that area is a vehicle
exactly.
And they might probably need another primary substation.
But the question is, for how long? Because for years, that challenge is there. I don't think of
that area, no.
Because electricity cuts
too much.
Minister say he is going to really get engaged. You can see we'll take you off.
Yeah.
We'll take you off.
Stakeholder engagement. We'll be meeting the various agencies under him.
We'll take you off.
The thing with the energy ministry is the agencies need also. I think about 16 agencies or so. 16 very strong agencies.
Critical agencies.
Very critical.
They say how to ramp up gas. Because if we ramp up gas and reduce the cost, we use gas to generate and reduce the cost.
Yes.
Ultimately, it means that we can afford more electricity. So all the excess capacity can be brought on board to expand the industry. But now you have excess capacity. One of the reasons you can't bring them on stream is cost. The cost of that capacity is so high, it's not affordable. You cannot feed it into your grid. But if you can reduce the cost of generation, it means you can sell it at a price that is an input price, an affordable price. a lot more people can get on board. Ejuma, I think say minister is a solid guy. When we were demonstrating there, he did that. And I put the demonstrating
and people are fed up because I say there's no solution to the challenge. And
for such an area, I don't know. Say, ECG were plans to get another substation was our area. Maybe for all you know, no primary substations be better. But I won't say Accra ain't by the day.
Too fast.
And the rate at which Accra air corner.
How did the president call it? Lockdown.
Yeah. Greater Accra and Greater Kumasi. Yes. Yeah. Or say Greater Accra and contiguous district.
Speed
it's any too fast. Inti Ubesi primary substation wahane. Acha 5 years no. Ube ko ho na load the WhatsApp primary substation on ehu. You know inti.
Say. When was the last time how far Accra Kumasi Road so towards
Nsawim. See the near Accra Abom. Oh, see the Abom.
Completely.
Oh, Abom.
You can imagine the density.
From Sapeman. Kwa kosi Nsawim this year Abom. Na ebeka kakra suhum kra ba beka ho.
Enche kra. Enche. Minister no. I was a moped.
It's true.
It's true
because the last time obi dey make call Utra Chemota. Eko domi baby that you call en ko friend say
Eko popo no side on
Ashalaja.
Okay.
Hey, I was shocked. Is there was any kaswa e fa wona timi ko bomo kaswa. It is terrible. Now the expansion.
Yeah.
Adan kofo
there's no farmland.
No.
In Accra then touch here. Ebeka credit ma we bom.
Yeah.
Ashaman.
Oh say near
Santo. Yeah. How say aboma wi?
Yeah.
How they aboma wi?
Completely.
Yeah.
Aboma
wi.
And that is why they was almost step up on planning.
Yeah.
Because these are institutions services, are very critical to the economy of this country.
Very. Water, electricity.
Exactly.
It is happening how do we feed in that aname pacho uti any of these areas. Tetegu, Oblogo, Pambro Salt, Lower McCarthy Hill, Lower Wager, Bojo Beach, Adakope, and surrounding communities. Me pamocho. Nyame adom ochena no pa 6 a.m. anopa nunsia ochena Ghana Water Company say Wager Dam no ayema inti also moye de friend spillage omu biema nsuo ne kakra besen ko nsuo ne besen ko sa nso a esai nioma kakra inti mo amo areas ayabobo so yi no muntu mo hofo se u fie kakra free ho kakra kope unua bi nchen da nioma kofom a na wasan aba anye saa wason ebeyeshe papa
it's very
GMPC Foundation. Just said Dominic your contributions be Dominic Edua. That is another area. Maintenance and management of our public buildings, especially restrooms.
Restrooms
where we go to get clean is where we keep unclean. It just doesn't work.
You know.
How come ministries
they are the people who are least paid. They are not regarded in the scheme of things. Sure. You see what they go through. But you show a car, you're more. It tells you your mindset as a people. Issues of cleanliness, we don't see it as a dear was saying. You're the premium. Also.
Yeah.
Until a gun and be free animal, I prefer say Obako pra America Bontin so. Because Ohanumo no best is a good war.
Yeah.
Because Omunim say a job here has a lot of risks associated with it. Especially health risks.
Yeah.
Enti omu fasa ejuma no endi agro. Oh. But no. People who are engaged in such activities, we don't value what they do. Enti public the amano oti ho Or train. Sadiani Yamane Gua.
But it's a serious thing, especially country yenni rest stops be along our major highways. No? The few areas I obetimi akwa ye ohun yie no. Because even Sawonam CBD, Central Business District Accra. Na say opese ukokoja wonan where do you go to?
Yes.
Who be habeko? It is a ubura ministry bimpo a. Now ministries nimpo washrooms no. It is terrible.
It's brand new public buildings. It's the first place to degenerate.
They say, who do honor near ya no? What the best way?
What the best way? It's me at once. Oh, a beira. And in common, I'm in my AD about even our senior high schools, based on our experience. I'm in Fiman Senior High School. Ekosiisen National Dialogue Series, and the day student washroom was in a mess. And this is part of the model schools under Kofo. It was a complete makeover. The whole school, brand new. Yeah. Every structure was built from scratch. Now, it reminded me of St. John's School. Time and it was mostly dormitories, nankasa washrooms, because students need use almost every now and then. And form one, they're scrappy, of course. In the dormitories, no washrooms, but these student washrooms now. Visitor be bahwa obetimi akwa. Oh, damn. it's not terrible. And where baby I am call kokoja omonai. It is something we would have to do something about generally, and a part of a national problem in the schools there. So schools impona enya ministries, departments, agencies, and the washrooms, and let's also encourage a lot of rest stops, because I want them from Accra to Takra there. Who's a Kumasi Podi Obenya Lendador? Obenya the other one now Lendador I want. But Accra to Takra there. Very free difficult. It's crazy.
Free to air.
It's crazy. And when you say you need a culture now, Ubetimi say okay, one hotel, but it's a UK or US una main street ura shopping mall be Ubetimi rema kwa.
And it's everywhere.
Everywhere.
Every community
it's everywhere.
Exactly.
Filling station. You can just go. But you have Ura hotel. Our first question is what the hana. Oh, na problem.
That's how bad it's.
Room number day. You know, it's a major challenge. Room number. Now, what's the filling station? What crap is okay? You see, no metal fuel. What's ever be used to? Your way and baby now so kwanu ko wiya tiro in the one message about
any sanitizer why we sanitizers you don't be a fuck.
No, in fact sanitation aspect in there
we need to really work on it as a people
very important
acquire media now
near can was
your friends
funo
even sometimes you crowd no who share than so man need some other areas it was a greeny media is very important because sometimes I find it disheartening. Say, I hear the one fee. Now, you're employing for or more or site. And you ask yourself, "Nya pra
a best media
from my boss says,
best number."
It's the piano you share Sikano, Egu.
Well, maybe the answer if we cannot maintain the medians, because some of the medians are so big, say it can even add up to the road and get you a 3-lane instead of the 2-lane. If we cannot maintain the median, near Jawa Home Hofu, in the end, show Takra there. How? Because Apollo Road near very recent, double road from Apollo Junction to Cancer Road, very recent. The median now yet full, and median is so. It's not I wonder how do you median and CSR.
Because, I didn't hear road department in the status some years ago. Previously, they left the outer space.
Okay.
But people started
shops near the other one.
And they say normal policy, they say any network be on Ombeja, is in 50.
Okay.
So that when it comes to future expansion, it doesn't become a problem. A dinner, a store, your motorway,
you
know the challenge we are having. Motorway expansion project, Look, we had a problem with the ministry. The problem was that
Kasagu.
na Gapoa, they wanted them to go ahead and work on the project.
Nti mo amosho we be hu media we atakrade de na na make am there. On fuafu.
Now, omunya yanka outer lane no space na wo ho no. Ohonum no mbe use e dia increase exactly.
Okay.
But no, they have to pay compensation. Because a best stretching into acquired properties.
Because Arena Belt and they say na mostly no. So why did we sell all those areas? And who did that? Because it was left for a reason.
This year, Ekosiisen be 2 hours.
They were also not
indisciplined.
Fans now. I would be payments, no.
In the Astoli project, no?
Yeah.
Because it might take a chunk of the project cost.
Yeah.
Because how one person we na 6 lane at the end of the year. Definitely some houses would have to go down.
Exactly.
And it's worth it. It has to be done.
It has to, of course.
It's worth it.
And what it means is that it will balloon the project cost.
Exactly. And resources are time no more for some project, you know. So you see the no back it will not be possible. And the Roads Ministry was also advocating for that. And see, that was the conflict. Because we say, you understand the city and we see the I was say, a space, you know, I want change.
Yeah.
And up to now, we are still there.
Indiscipline.
Translating
to corruption.
It's too much. Mama Namase, Honorable Tatachai, Yadase, Papa, Honorable Yababi and Samoa. Yeah, which is also good. Sometimes you do that. Yadamase, Papa, Ekosiisen in Higher Sempa, 94.7 FM. And na sorry munim na yoman penny awoda and Nayere made a post this morning. Now okay, say my mind day for you. Happy birthday, Mr. President. My mind